Welcome to Business Building and Precious Metals. I have Scott and Tony with me again this week. Thanks for being here, guys. So we're going to get into 4 different topics today. And I had written these out and had them ready, and now I can't find them. But I'll let Scott kind of introduce those 4 topics. We're going to treat this a little bit kind of like real estate. So in real estate, you have multiple exit strategies, multiple ways to create passive income, whether it's through flipping, whether it's through long-term holding, whether it's different exit strategies. So we're kind of bringing that same approach to coins and precious metals. So that's what this is going to be about today, is some of the things we're doing now right there. I mean, I just sold my first coin this week. So I woke up Sunday and I had a text message and an email from Stack and Sell, and it said, your coin sold. And I was like, holy shit, that's pretty cool. Because what I did with one of the coin drops a few weeks ago is I bought 2 of them because I wanted to test out selling one and flipping it. I didn't want to just buy one. And so I bought 2 for that reason, right? Because I wanted to keep one, but I wanted to also try and sell one. So I did it. I immediately put it up for sale. And a week later, the thing sells overnight. So pretty cool seeing that and actually experiencing it. And I made a few bucks on the deal. So pretty cool.
Hey, what item was that, by the way?
Well, I just shipped it out.
I didn't mean to put you on a spot there.
It was this one, the Unknown Soldier.
Oh, yeah, the 2, that's already going up. Yeah.
Unknown. So yeah, I probably sold it too cheap, but I just wanted to kind of go through the process of how it tells me. So it's that one right there. So I bought 2 of those, and I think I made like $40 on it. And then I charge like 5%, I believe. So whatever that it comes out to be. But yeah, man, it's pretty cool stuff. And so I put it on a good price just to kind of, hey, let's see what happens when it sells. And it sold at a profit. So that's pretty cool.
Well, that is. Congratulations there. Basically you're practicing what you preach. I'm Scott Zuckman. I'm going to introduce myself really quickly. And just for those of you new on the call, and then Tony Hubbard, who I want to introduce a little bit to you also. My background really quickly is I've been an investor since 1980, and I started investing in stocks. I started investing in real estate. And then in the mid 80s, I got into precious metals. I believe in real estate. That was my first love until owning property got to be too big of a headache. Being a property manager as well as owner, I did a lot of mistakes. I had to learn a lot, but I accumulated a lot of real estate over the years. And that's how I got to know Stephen in the first place, is through that real estate. I worked with Robert Kiyosaki for about 10 years and helped him sell about 100 million worth of training and real estate packages. I made a lot of money in the process, helped a lot of people. I drank the company Kool-Aid, meaning investor Kool-Aid. I always believe you just reinvest your profits. You don't just spend them. That way you compound. I got into tax advantaged things and what would save in taxes. One of the things I've learned, and I will share today, Tony and I will talk about it, and Steve will chime in, is that when it comes to bullion coins, like a silver US Eagle coin, when it comes to ones like this, they are non-reportable purchases to the IRS by any bank institution or anybody that sells them to you. They don't have to report. You don't have to tell anybody you own them. It's like saying you have $20 in your wallet. You don't have to report that because this is money. It's currency. Now, it's only worth $1 if you went and bought something with it, but it's got, $30 of silver in it. So, and an Eagle is now selling for about $37, $38 as of today. And so obviously you would never use it for $1. So we're going to talk more about that as I get into the education portion of this training here today. But taking my background further, I found out about this company 7K, and I was already a coin collector of collectible coins, graded coins. But I found that my graded coins were called MS60. And the highest one I had was a 64. And this is on a scale that goes up to 70. 70 is perfect. 60 is just barely over bullion. It's might as well be bullion. And so I found that a lot of my Gold pieces and silver pieces, even dating back to the 1800s, were not worth the numismatic value because they were basically bullion. Now, if something was in an MS 69 or 70 state, then those suckers are worth like tens of thousands of dollars. And that's because they're collectible. And we'll talk about that today too. And what's the difference between bullion and collectible? So, my friend Tony, who's also on this call, uh, I had been doing business with him for about, I don't know, about 8 years or so, and we were with a company that was offering silver eagles as pretty much their only coin. They did not really have other collectibles to speak of, and everybody was just able to buy these MS-70 eagles or bullion eagles, and that was pretty much most of it. You could buy a silver bar here and there and things like that. But it did not pay a very good commission as a side income. And this company, 7K, also has an extra income stream, like you were talking about, Stephen, as a multiple streams of income. That's where a lot of people think they have to work in MLM, but that is optional and not at all a necessity. However, I choose, Tony chooses, you choose to make extra income over and above the value of the metals themselves. And that's open for everybody on this call. Should they choose to do that, doesn't cost any extra to do it. It is just a reward. And if you want rewards, yay. So we'll talk about flipping. We'll talk about buying and holding. We'll talk about buying fractional amounts of gold or silver. And that means less than an ounce, and or multiple tens of thousands of ounces if that's what you wanted. And we'll share with you how to build wealth if you have an interest in doing that. And that's where I get to my friend Tony. And I don't want to steal his thunder, but he is a serial entrepreneur who's made millions of dollars in this space. He knows what he's talking about. And he also is really knowledgeable about coins, the resale markets, and so forth. And we'll be sharing that today because liquidity should be your key function in today's economy. Right now, the dollar is dropping so fast, and we'll talk about that you need to be liquid. And Tony is a master of liquidity. And so with that, I'll let him share a little bit more about himself and where we're going to take this call for you.
Appreciate that, Scott, man. And again, like Scott and Stephen, we've all been entrepreneurs for quite a bit of time. Myself in the network marketing space for about 18 years. This is my third company during that time, and I've been blessed to earn significant income during that time. But one of the things I've done for the last 10 years with gold and silver is I've focused on mastering that particular space. And it started with me learning the difference between bullion and the collectible coin, and why the collectible coin is your offense, whereas the bullion is for the most part your defense. And what makes collectible coins so special is that, as Scott talked about earlier, they are coins are graded on what is known as a Sheldon scale, which was created by a gentleman by the name of Dr. Sheldon in 1949, to determine or to distinguish what coin is more valuable than the next. And the Sheldon scale goes from 1 to 70. 1 means a coin is unrecognizable, something you ran over with a car in the parking lot. And 70 means that coin is absolutely perfect. There are no flaws. And how they determine that, they look at a coin under 5 times magnification. If there are no smears, no dings, no dents, they give it the rating of a 70, they encapsulate it, and it's considered the best of the best. And it's like the difference for people that are into diamonds. It's a difference between having a regular diamond and a flawless princess cut diamond. Both diamonds, the one you're going to pay a lot more for rarity, clarity, the whole 9 yards. And one of the things that 7K has taken to a whole nother level is that it affords the members to be able to get access to some of the rarest collectible coins on the planet. And what makes a coin extremely rare, if it's 10,000 or less, is considered low mintage. And so if it's less than 1,000, then it's considered extremely low. And the thing that affects a coin value more so than anything else is how rare it is. That's why people pay so much for the Mona Lisas of the world and stuff. And what 7K has been able to do is that they've been able to create coins designed by some of the top designers in the coin world, and with only a few thousand of them made, only a few hundred of them made, and you get a chance to do it. And one of the ways you can generate revenue is by flipping those coins. You heard they talked about one is probably one of my top five now is this the 80-year anniversary 5-year USS Arizona or the Pearl Harbor. Now it's only 1,177 of these coins on the planet. Okay,
Hey, tip it a little more so we can see the colors better. Yeah, that's
see it like
great.
that. All
Yeah.
right, so 1,177 of these coins on the planet. Okay, and I have one of the ones that graded out as a was an MS, actually a PF70, which is even rarer. That means it's a proof 70, which means it has like a high, um, uh, what do you
Gloss,
call it? Uh,
shine.
shine has extremely high shine on it, and it was designed specifically because for those of you that are history buffs, you know that there are still 1,177 bodies entombed within this USS Arizona. And so I have coin number 69 of the 1,177 in perfect mint condition. And we paid what $850 for this coin, and it's
Right.
already selling for now close to $2,000 and in less than a week's time. So just show you how individuals, if you want to generate revenue, I know of 3 individuals on my team last year just by flipping the coins, like, and Scott's going to elaborate on that a lot better. Just by flipping the coins, 2 individuals made $60,000 last year. And I have one guy that I actually bought, he was in the coin world before. He made over $100,000 last year by just flipping coins. Okay, by buying 2 and 3 of these coins whenever they made available to us, and then turning around. And a lot of times he would sell them the very next day for double what he paid for. Because and so just to let you guys know, that's a way for you to earn some significant income without building a team, without building a network. I'll turn it back over to you, Scott.
Hey, thank you. Here is another coin. It's a sun god Ra. If everybody can see that, hopefully it'll show up. I have it really close to the camera. It's a 3-ounce coin. There's only 99 of these in existence. All right. And I paid I think it was $700. And people go, $700 for 3 ounces of silver? You got to be nuts. Well, I'm nuts like a squirrel on steroids because this coin is now selling for $3,000. It was an asking price that I just saw online for it. And I'd say that's pretty darn good return on investment. That's just because there's just only 99 period in the whole world, because these are a special set made just for 7K. Here's one that is in circulation. It's a Black Panther 5-ounce coin, and you look at those green eyes there; they're just hunting you down. I love that. But this guy is there's only 888 of them in the world, of which I don't know how many are the proof 70 that this is, which is perfect. However, these coins sold for double what I paid. And if you pay $850 and you knock out $800 of profit, you're looking pretty darn good. Now, I think it's going to go higher, so I haven't sold it. And no law says you have to flip your coins. Unless you're Tony, then you might flip one of these to your good friends. I bought this from Tony Hubbard. And it's a 5-ounce Statue of Liberty coin. And you can even see her on the back. Look, you see the back of the Statue of Liberty, and it got that green bronzish, shading. This is really rare, but it's graded proof 70, and it's a very gorgeous coin. And I'll tell you, you never know about rarity. The 2-ounce version of this coin is selling for more than the 5-ounce version. So it's not just about the size. It's about the number that were printed and what people want. And people try to collect sets. And to fill out a set is always more valuable. This is a Slavic god series, and this coin has 500. No, sorry, 333. My bad. 333 ever minted. All right, and this has gone up since I bought it, and I kind of like it, so I'm not thinking about selling it. So just sharing with you various options. Of course, for those of you gold and silver bugs, you can still buy gold or silver bars if you want. You can buy them 100 ounce, you can buy a kilo, whatever size you like. But the bread and butter for our member are these state animal coins. This is New York state animal coin. And this is a case in point. I bought this one I'm holding online. I didn't even buy it from 7K. I bought it from somebody who had sold it online to me. So another 7K member using this website Stack and Sell was selling this, but this I noticed was selling for less than what I could buy it for from 7K. So I scarfed it up and I bought it off Stack and Sell. So I now have two of them. One that I bought from 7K for $139, and this one I bought for $129. Okay, yeah, and now those coins are selling for 180 and rising. And there's a reason. There's only 5,000 of these in the whole world, and they're sold out. And when a coin sells out, its price jumps like a rocket ship. Okay, so that's one of the things we're trying to train you on here, is that if you know what you're doing, you can make money where other people who don't know what they're doing won't. And Tony mentioned this earlier. We give you training on how to deal with bullion. It's video training at your leisure, and how to deal with collectibles and what a PF70 is and what an MS70 is. Here is a silver coin. It's commemorating earthquakes. This one devastated China, and it's a cataclysm earthquake. And there's a series of these, but it doesn't even look silver. It looks coppery, but it is made of silver with a special process on it. Stephen, are you holding up your
Just scanning
Arizona?
it in.
Oh, just yeah, he's getting it in a second. So we should have done that live.
Multitasking over here.
You should have waited and shown your screen while you did that. But anyway,
I will do it for the
hold
next
on if you have more to enter. So these, yeah, Ava is asking, are these coins what we call numismatic? And the answer is yes. Numismatic covers a bunch of collectibles that are graded and trade for a premium. Anything in that vein is called numismatic. However, numismatic is broader than that. It can be any collectible coin, which is a specially minted one like this, or a US Eagle like this. Okay, and if this is bullion because it's not graded, but if I send it to a coin grading company and they put their grading on it and it were to come back at 70, it may be 69, 68. If I sent this coin in, it would probably be a 62. Would be I have had it in plastic and I barely touch it with my hands, but it's still not perfect. 70 is perfect. And those are the ones collectors want, as Tony said. So numismatic generally applies to like my 1869 gold piece or something like that. And those are numismatic as well. And we use the term collectible as a generic term for anything that's graded and goes up in value. Now, let me start by saying one thing that I want everybody to be loud and clear on, because most people say aha when I tell them this. And for all you new people on this line, get ready to go into your chat window and put something down that I'm about to say, but don't send it till I tell you. If you're at your chat, you can put the words AHA for aha. And when I say go, after I tell you what I'm about to tell you, if that was an aha to you, hit send, hit enter. All right, here we go. By law, U.S. coins, such as gold eagles or silver eagles, are actual, they are currency. They are money. And money and currency are two different things, just FYI. Money is the real thing. Currency is a note, like a dollar bill, that says it's worth $1. Okay? It's not backed by anything. That's a currency. So let me give you an example. If you own any US currency in the form of bullion, eagles, and this is just eagles only, whether it's gold or silver, there is no reporting required to the government, period. I want to say this one more time. The seller does not have to report it. The buyer does not have to report it. And because it's not reportable, it's also in the IRS tax code that there is no reportable tax on any gain in value between when you buy it and sell it if it's an eagle. So if you hold on to this thing for 2 years, let's say, and it triples in value and you triple your money, then you do not have to report that tripling of money. You do not have to report anything to the IRS. Check it out with your CPA. They will verify what I'm saying is true. And let me tell you, there's only one thing better than profit, and that's tax-free profit. Now, imagine if you had this in your, come on, I see Mary says, aha, there's got to be one more aha. Go ahead and enter it if I told you something you did not know. Okay, there you go. I'm seeing a few ahas popping in there. So out of the people listening to this call, not everybody can hit the chat. We got about 31 attendees right now I'm seeing, and I saw about 5 or 6 ahas in there. All right, and my whole point is we'll teach you this and we'll help you with this if you're a member. If you're not a member, then it's irrelevant, right? Now, let me tell you what a membership is in 7K just before we tell you some of the value. A membership just means it's like Costco. You have a membership to go in and buy online or in their store anything you want, anytime you want, any amount you want of items at your discretion, anytime during a year that your membership is active. Same thing with 7K. We have an annual membership fee. It allows you to buy precious metals at dealer direct pricing, including collectibles that are graded, including ones that are all over the world, including ones that are only made for 7K, like this Abraham Lincoln coin. There's so far, it's going to be a series of 6 half-ounce coins, and each one of them has a different story of Lincoln. And a third one just came out today. And so that's half the collection. It's selling like hotcakes. So these things will be going up. George Washington was a series prior to that, and those coins are rising like crazy. I sold a coin that I bought for $119 for almost $400 the other day. And that's because it's in high demand. And there were only 5,000 of them. Yeah, I'll tell you about that later, Tony. I see that look on your face. Yeah, I think it was the general coin. But anyway, that being said, the rest of you have a chance to get involved with a membership, and that will allow you to buy stuff and then turn around and sell it. With that having been said, let's talk about flipping specifically. Oh, by the way, let me pause because I see a couple questions went in the Q&A. So Claire and Colleen, let me try to help you there. Claire says she's not sure how to buy bullion and silver eagles with my personal money. The same way you would with any other money. Should I say I don't want to do so incorrectly? I always love hearing about flipping, and our coin drops usual Thursday mornings. More often than not, they're on Thursdays at 11 Mountain Time. Yes, they tend to pick Thursday. Don't ask me why. But it doesn't guarantee that they won't have a coin drop on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. You know, they might. But as far as buying bullion coins, and I see Chris wants to answer this too. Let me say something. If you're talking about IRA or 401k that is going to own your Eagles, the money that buys them will come from that account, which is a dedicated separate account. You can still buy with your own money bullion or collectible. It doesn't matter, silver eagles or otherwise. So you still have the option to do both. You just have to make sure that the monies are coming from different places and they're held differently. So, for example, with bullion, you can have it mailed to you, or the company will hold the silver eagles or gold eagles for you in the corporate vault, which is state of the art vault, armed guard, audited every single week with 115% excess of whatever is supposed to be in the audit. So let's just say clients had $100 million of gold and silver. Then the company will keep 115 million in the vault to make sure at all times all clients are covered. There is no storage fee for up to $25,000. It is free. And after $25,000 worth of bullion being stored, it's like 0.7%. It's like $7 a quarter. It's something
Actually,
so
it's
minimal.
0.05%. So less than 1%. So like half of a percent for the year paid out monthly or above the 25,000.
Okay, fantastic. And then Colleen asked about, please go over the coin drop again. I didn't see it on the site. When you log in to your page as a member and you go to your dashboard, you will see a notice saying, hey, coin drop coming today at such and such a time. They also send emails out in advance. And if you enroll in a texting service, which is free to do, then you will get a text message whenever a coin drop is about to happen. The coin drops only last, correct me if I'm wrong, Tony, 30 minutes?
30 minutes, some an hour, but for the most part, it's set up for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, most of them are 30 minutes. Maybe sometimes they'll go an hour. But once it ends, then it ends. If there are any coins left after the drop, sometimes they sell out, and many times they do. But if they don't, then extra coins will be made available to members at the same price as the coin drop via their back office, and they can just log in and buy stuff. So if you missed it, hang in there, because maybe by tomorrow, if there were extra coins, you'll see them in the product section, and you can just buy that for the same exact
And
price.
they actually are in there right now too. Yeah. So they already put it in there.
Oh, it's already in there. Okay, cool. So that means they did not sell out. Steven's showing you his desktop here.
And actually, they have the other two available too. So if you wanted to catch up on the set, you can buy them, wholesale right now until they sell out, and then down the road, as they become more valuable, then you find them on stack and sell for a lot more.
Yeah, that first one is sold out.
Oh, this is sold out. Sorry, it is sold out. Yeah.
That was the first one in the series. The Rail Splitter is the second one, and number 3 just appeared today, because I didn't see this earlier this morning. Life of Lincoln Wrestling, his wrestling days, and that's what it's about. It's a story, and people want the whole collection. And that is why what happens is somebody who gets in now and didn't get the early studies coin will want it. And the only place they can get it once it's sold out is on a secondary market like Amazon shopping or eBay shopping or stack and sell. And so this might be a good time to quickly go over to stack and sell and show a few things. Stephen, you can either show yours, or if you want, I'll show mine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
See, Laura about asking the coin about the coin drops are different than the coin of the month. That is correct. Coin drop is something they added about 2 years ago to the company, where 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a month, they would give you access to extremely rare coins, and most of the time, what's offered on the coin drop, you're not going to see it in the back office, but unless they have, several thousand of them, like the Lincoln, right?
Sorry, the Lincoln is 5,000 coins in the series. But you saw the early studies coin has sold out. So all 5,000 have sold. So the first coin that's going to start going up in value is that one. And you can find those on Stack and Sell. This is a website that all members get access to for free. The premium Stack and Sell website is $200 a year. It's $199 for a year. So, Stephen, tell me what you're going to be showing here, and we'll talk about it.
I mean, this is my stack right now that I've had scanned in here so far.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you
you
got
kind of
that
see it
well.
shows you, yeah, it shows you what you paid. It shows you what the market value is currently, and then if you have any equity in there. So
Well, take a
like
look
the
at the
American
Indiana.
alligators.
Look at that Indiana right there. The second one down on the left. Stephen,
Yeah,
he
right here.
paid 139, and right now the market value of that coin is $210.
And the cool thing about that is that was one of the auto ships. So they just sent me that one. And then, you know, it was automatic. So I could sell that right now if I wanted for, you know, 210.
What is the
Or higher.
That one's
Click
got
on the
big.
market. See the
USS
market rate?
Arizona?
Okay, so I got, so that's got 600 in equity already.
You bought that
Woo!
last week, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he just
200. I
scanned
mean,
that in today.
yeah. So it's
Oh,
pretty
look
cool.
at your ounce of Lux silver coin.
Yeah. I think it keeps going
Right
up.
there.
I was like 160 last week, I think, in equity.
Holy cow! I wish I had bought that.
Do that. You just hit list for sale, put how much you want to list it for, and boom.
Hey guys, throw a one in the chat group if you're interested in what we're talking about right now.
And look at this real
How many
fast
of
while
you
they're
would
doing.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Scott. While they're putting the one in there, if you guys like this, you know, these are the ones listed right now. So the lowest asking price is 469. So it's saying the market price is 370, but I bet you if I put this on here for 450, which would be the lowest, it'd sell for 450. Actually, I paid 169 for it, which is a beautiful coin. So I don't want to sell it, but you got a few more coins. You want to show yours, Scott?
Oh, I don't have a problem with that. Hang on.
And Stephen, and you know that's an actual four-leaf
coin right
clover
here,
in there, right? There's an actual four-leaf clover inside that coin right there.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actual. That's an actual four-leaf
Yeah, I
clover.
can see it now. That's pretty cool. Like when you're a kid, man, I grew up in Florida. We'd go up to visit the mountains in the fall and you see all the leaves falling off the trees. And it's like, what the hell is going on? Is the trees dying or what? But you know, the leaves fall off the trees. It doesn't happen in Florida. So we'd go up there when I was a kid and then we'd always bring them home with us, you know, put them in between books and flatten them out. Reminds me of that right there. It's kind of what they did with, hey, man.
How many of you on this call
Cool.
are not really that familiar of the difference between bullion and collectibles? If you're not that familiar, just put it in the chat. Just say not really. If you really don't even know about gold and silver's value compared to the US dollar, please put not really in there. Okay? A novice, good, not really good. Because I think we skipped over something that before I show my desktop, I think we should talk about, and that is why gold and silver in the first place. It's Robert Kiyosaki, a good friend of mine. He calls it God's money because it comes from the earth. It's always been here, and it was the original form of bartering. People would trade gold and silver with value, and it holds its value over time. The US dollar was backed by gold and silver until 1971, where Nixon took us off of the gold standard. And therefore, the paper money was just worth the paper it was on in terms of actual value. It had nothing behind it. But the government says you can buy $1 worth of stuff with a dollar bill. You can buy $100 of stuff with a $100 bill or 100 singles, whatever. But you couldn't go to a bank and trade it in for gold or silver. It just didn't work that way. Prior to that, you could. So like in 1965, you could have a silver dollar was worth $1 of silver, and therefore it could go back and forth. So if you had a dollar bill, you could trade it for a $1 coin, a bullion coin of, silver. But that stopped. And let's take 65 as an example while I'm on it. If you had bought a Ford Mustang in 1965, it cost only $2,500. And you could pay with 2,500 ounces of silver or pay with 2,500 paper dollars. If you chose to use the paper dollars, you were smart because you would have gotten use out of the car. If you put it on blocks and never drove it, it might be worth 60,000 today. But the reality is most people, it's in the junkyard, and you've gone to your second or third car since 65. Now, if you put that 2,500 ounces of silver in just in your drawer, and you kept it all these years, let's look at what it would buy. A brand new Mustang today sells for what, 35,000 or so? So two of them is 70 grand. If you had 2,500 of these, you could buy two Ford Mustangs today and have money left over. But if you only had $2,500 in paper sitting in the safe for all these years, what can you get for 2,500 cash dollars? Nowhere near the same thing. You can't even buy a set of tires anymore. So, here's my moral of my story is the dollar has gone down in value. Silver has gone up in value. Same has gold. And they prevent against inflation. The last time we had inflation like this was 40 plus years ago. And silver rose to $50 an ounce, where today it's around 21 or $22 an ounce in terms of spot price. And does that mean it should go back up to 50? Yeah, because it did before, it will again. And more money was printed in the last 2 years in the US than our entire nation's history. So this is a little bit of background for you. Example, the difference between collectibles and bullion, and this is a perfect chance to talk about this. If you had bought one of these Silver Eagles since they came out in 1986, you would have 432 coins right now, 36 years worth of them. And you could sell them today for approximately $13,000. But if you had bought an Eagle like this that was graded MS70, a collectible Eagle, then if you had the same number of those, you just bought one a month for the last 36 years, you would have $1,600,000 in value at today's price. So the difference between collecting bullion versus collecting MS70 coins of the same coin is the collectability makes them more valuable and they go up higher and faster. We call that an offensive strategy for wealth building. This is why Stephen wanted you on this call, so you can learn these things that you did not know. I don't know about you, but I definitely would like the collectible version of 1.6 million versus 13,000. However, it would have cost you more. It would have cost you close to $50,000 to buy those MS70 Eagles. However, turning 50 grand into 1.6 million is a no-brainer to me. And wouldn't you wish your parents would start putting those away in 1986, one a month? I do, but they didn't. But guess what? My kids are happy that I'm now doing the same thing and putting collectibles away every month on an auto saver program. So Stephen just put something in the chat. I want you all to look at it and copy it while you can. If you have any questions or you want to schedule a chat, we can do that and consult you free for fun at and click this link, linktree. I can't even pronounce it right. Promo, and just get an appointment time. Also, many of these past webinars are on there. Plus, you can learn a whole lot more on that chat. So write that down, copy the link, do something so that you go there before we're done or right after we finish. And then Tony, Stephen, or myself will work out an appointment with you to chat, answer questions, and see if membership is right for you.
And we kind of cover a lot of the training on this. So if you want to learn more about the actual opportunity of all this, join us tonight. So Tony, I don't know if you're leading tonight's, but I know you do a lot of the evening calls.
Yeah,
but the link, the updated Zoom, it just got updated last night too, I believe. So I put the updated link for that on that link also. So you guys have everything in one place, how to find us each week, how to get a hold of us. So everything's right there for you.
Yeah, tonight at 8:30 Eastern time will be a webinar different from this one with some of the same information, but vastly more focused on how you might make income with gold and silver, okay? And that being said, now that you have some more of the background, we can get back into the bullion is what we call a defensive strategy. It holds the value against the dollar going down. Example, a nice men's suit would cost about 1 ounce of gold today. But if I went back to Victorian times, a nice men's suit costs about 1 ounce of gold. If I went to medieval times, a suit of armor costs about 1 ounce of gold. So the value of the gold is going up relative to everything else, but the cost today of a men's suit of a couple $1,000 is not comparable to what it was 10 or 15 years ago at a couple $100. And so the dollar's losing value. It takes more of them. So let's talk about how you can make some really quick money. This is my coins in Stack and Sell. And I also have notes. I have collectible gold notes. These are made literally of gold. Okay. And I have those. I have the same alligator coin. They list things in alphabetical order. So some of the stuff Stephen showed you, I have too. I have 3 different versions of this American state animal coin from Washington. So I bought some. They're like $139 was my cost. These state animals are always, and they're only for 7K. Can't find them anywhere else in the world other than a reseller site like this is, or somebody putting it out on eBay or Amazon or something like that. But it says the market value is 129, but if you click on that, it'll show you what people are actually listing their coins for. The lowest, there are 9 of these specific coins on sale right now, and the lowest price anybody's asking is 140. So what's happening is nobody's willing to sell them for 129. 140 is basically what I paid. Okay. So this is one of the more recent coins. They haven't sold out yet. I am selling mine for 149. So I know if it doesn't sell, I don't care. I just let it sit there. Now, other coins have equity in them, all right? And you can see green equity, like this coin's up 11, that's up 5. There's some of the newer ones I got triples of, so I can plan to flip them, but I'm not yet. But I have other coins. Here's one. This is a bird from Missouri, I think. This one I bought for 139 and its market value is 209. Let's see what the lowest price they're asking is.
Hey, Scott, I got a question for you.
205. Yeah, go ahead.
A few weeks ago, we were talking about how you were trying to get multiple different states and you were going to place one of your auto savers on 3 coins at one time. Did they send you all 3 the same, or were they 3 different ones?
I did 5 last month, and all 5 were different coins that I did not have. I'm going to show you guys something a little goofy here. Let me show you this. I'm going to go to
I was wondering if that's why you maybe had 3 or 4 of the same one, if they all came, or if that was the purpose.
No, that was because I bought one for my wife, one for my son, one for myself, and they're letting me sell. You know, they're keeping theirs, but letting me sell mine. Look what I have coming on the first. I've got 10 coming. I'm now set for 10 different ones, and there happens to be 11 coins that are still shipping that I don't have. The computer is going to see that and give me all 10 different ones that I don't have yet, including your red bird, because I don't have that one yet.
Really? So can I do that? Can I go on and do the same thing?
Yes, absolutely. Any member can go into their autosaver account and just put in how many they want, or they can pick a different day. If I wanted to get a coin on the 15th, I could just add one of these coins on the 15th. And now I have 10 on the 1st and 1 on the 15th. If I said, oh, I don't want that, I'd rather have 11, I could go back, I can delete this and take it away. So I'm back to my 10. And then I could put the 1st on here. And if I did the 1st and I add it, it's going to make this one say 11. Now, I don't want 11 because there isn't 11 for them to send me, so I will definitely get a duplicate. I have every coin except those 10 that are currently shipping. And by the way, there's another coming soon. There's about another 15 or 20 states to finish out the set, close to 20, and that haven't even been shipped or produced yet. But of these, many have sold out. And so I'm going to share with you a couple examples. This one, the California, is sold out. And right now, the price hasn't caught up to what people are asking. They're asking between $200 and $300. So the market value hasn't yet caught up. It's even lower than what I paid. And so I've got some profit in there if it sells at the lowest price. This Appaloosa Idaho coin, I went and paid $1,000 on Stack and Sell. It's worth $11.70. But that coin was the very first coin the company ever made, and it's been sold out. The butterfly I bought for $1,190, and it's worth about what I paid at the moment. But if you look at the asking prices of these, I'll just show you. The lowest asking price is $12.75. So, and then there's the highest price is $19.97 out of the 6 that are for sale. So this will be going up, and I like that. A couple months ago, that was just $700. Tony can confirm that. It was only $700, and it's gone up almost double since a couple months ago. I told you I had 2 of these state animals for New York. I showed you one of them a little bit ago. This is the Black Panther that I held up. Okay, based on current market value, the asking price, of course, is higher. I have a lot of cool coins, and I'm not here to brag, just showing you various differences. Here's a Life of Washington I paid $130 for, and it's worth $180. Here's another one from the series I paid $119 for, and it's worth $160.
How do you pull up that sold range? What do you click on?
Which one?
When you pull up like the sold?
Anything from your back office or from your collection, you click on the blue hyperlink for market.
Oh, market. Okay.
Not the picture.
And then that's sold. Is that sold all time?
Yes. The all-time lowest this coin is sold for is $65, and the all-time high $225. However, someone's asking $550 right now. Of these 14 that are for sale, the highest is $550. The lowest is $150.
Wow.
So when you talk about market value, it's saying 166. Yeah, there's somebody willing to sell it for less than that right now. So if I were that person, I was willing to sell it for $150. I'd only make $20. So I'm hanging on. But to show you where I told you I had made some big money, you can go to listings. I sold a Miles Standish USS Arizona 1-ounce coin for $660 just a couple days ago that I paid $199. I paid $200. So that's my gross profit. Now, as a seller, they take 5% fee to cover the credit cards that the buyers are using. So I would get $660 minus 33. So my net payout is $627, and I'm into it for $200. So $427 profit. That is sweet. Life of Young George. I sold that coin. That's the one. It was Young George, Tony. It wasn't General. The Young George sold for $345. And I paid $119. Ohio State Animal coin, I just broke even because I had multiples. And this last guy made a little bit of a profit. Here's some other coins that you could see. These are the ones in blue that I'm currently listing. So I'm using this thing. Here's my collection history. I sold the Missouri State Animal for $50 more than I paid. Okay, I sold. Let's see, this was Eagle. Just going to state. Oh, here's one. The World Cultures Haka coin. I paid $399, $400, and I sold it for $700. So that's a nice profit. That was just June 2nd. So I'm doing a lot of transactions, as you can see. I told you I'd sold the Arizona. I had 2 of them. This was the first one I sold on June 2nd for $425. So between June 2nd and June 21st, it went up for $240 or whatever, $235. And you can see a lot of other transactions there. So I don't know if there's any questions on that, but let me show you a quick tip that I teach people. Go down here to value and clear the field. And what it will do is it will search for anything where the current asking price, the lowest asking price, is lower than the market value. Example, this Carnival Venetian mask. Okay. It's got a 369 market value. It's 2 ounces of silver. 500 were minted. That's very rare. It's way less than 1,000. And someone is selling that sucker for 269. So what if I were to buy that for 269 and turn around and resell it for, let's just say, 300? I could make myself a $30 profit. Now, if you're happy just doing $30 profits, several times a day, they add up. If you just did, 10 different coins a day that way, you made $300 a day. That's like 9,000 a month. So if you did it as a regular side business, you could make some money. This one right here has equity. I showed somebody this technique about 2 weeks ago, and I saw a Tiffany coin. And these Tiffany coins are extremely rare. And it was selling for about $600 under the lowest price anybody was asking. And I thought about buying it and then turning around and making a $200 or $300 profit really quick. As soon as I went to buy it, it was gone. Somebody beat me to it. Just sharing. So you can take your pick. I like looking for things that are 2 ounces or higher, and ones that I know are really rare. Here's an example of a Medusa coin, a 2 ounce coin, and there's only like 500 and something of those. I thought about doing that one. So this is how you find your value. You remember this American State Animal? That's the one you just had. And somebody's asking 189 and the market value is 210. But if you look at the other people selling it, they're all higher, all the way up to 212. So that one is a potential. But like I said, since they're still shipping it, I'd rather get it for 139, which I will on July 1st. Because I don't have that coin yet in my collection. No need to get it. I hope this is helping you guys.
All right, so just looking at that same coin, or from that value thing you're just showing. So here's on Stack and Sell. I can buy this right now for 210, right?
Yep.
Pretty cool looking coin. I feel like my son would like that, But I just looked over on eBay and it's for sale for 327 right now. I could buy it for 210, take it over here, undercut this guy $300 and make $90.
Yeah, exactly
Just
right.
like that. I mean, anybody can do that, right?
Right. And if you look, the market value is within $1 right here on
How do you do
the
it?
Stack and
Click
Sell.
that. I don't think I bought anything on here yet.
Well, buy it now then.
Under my house. What, I just hit this?
Yeah. And
210.
it'll show you the fees.
Okay, so they charge you, okay, authentication and shipping. Fair enough. So 246 would be all in on it.
All in.
Cool. Okay, so I just hit that.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh yeah, pending. Look at that. In transit. All right, so while I got you, let me show you one other thing.
And wait, look at the instant equity of 116.
That's pretty cool. All right, and then so you're telling me, I just added these when we were talking. If I do these 5 state coins, you think they'll send me 5 different ones that I don't have?
Yes, I know for a fact.
I can do it. Hit process. Let's try it.
No.
Oh,
The process now means you're going to get that today. If you want to wait to the 1st, it's going to happen anyway. Do you follow? So
but now
the auto saver means it's coming out on the 1st of the month, 5 different coins. If you hit process now where your button is, then it's going to give you 5 right now. And then in a few days, when it turns the 1st, you're going to get another 5.
Sure. All right, we'll let this go until the 1st. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, so it's up to you. And then you also have one coming on the 15th.
Yeah, that's good. All right, we'll leave it. I'll let you guys, I'll report back after the 1st.
You got it. Now, the one caveat is it bases it on the last coin you had shipped to you. So in other words, if you have some shipments pending, then the computer doesn't know that. So but once they're shipped, it does. And the algorithm will send you something you do not have automatically. Okay, so if you have nothing pending shipping, I have nothing right now. So on the 1st, I know I'm getting 10 different coins than I've ever gotten.
Well, I'm excited about Captain America.
Oh, that's a cool one. Hey, Star Trek fans, Go search Star Trek. There's a value in Star Trek, unless somebody bought it.
So that link's in the chat box, guys. If you guys need anything, please reach out to us. Go on there, text us, or submit the form, and we'll get on a call with you guys today or tomorrow, and kind of walk through, answer any questions. I appreciate you guys, Scott and Tony. Thanks for your time, man. We'll see you guys. Talk to you soon. Oh, before I go, we finally got this self-directed IRA stuff figured out. So I'm going to do a video. I'm hoping tomorrow. And then I'll blast it out to everybody. And then maybe next Thursday, we can do a live of purchasing precious metals through 7K with the Horizon self-directed IRA. So we're good on that. We're done. I'm actually going to do it myself for the video. So I'm buying with myself. So if anybody has those Horizon self-directed IRAs and you're looking to, hold some precious metals in your IRA as opposed to dollars, I'll show you guys how to do that next week. But thanks for being here. See you guys. Thanks, Tony Scott.
Appreciate it, Scott.
Okay, you got it. All right. And the self-directed Roth, they work with Horizon Trust, which is a preferred vendor with 7K metals, and they can take care of almost everything for you if you're a member. If you're not a member, that's going to be hard. But why do you want to be a member? Because you can buy the bullion at the lowest possible prices. Let's take a couple Q&A, all right? Scott or Stephen, just need a quick walkthrough on the computer to buy bullion or eagles. Can you show how to scan? I think the scanning means into stack and sell. So you've asked two different questions. So let's just start with the last one, and then I'll go to the first one because it'll only take me a second to share my screen.
It's got find out if they're talking about scanning as far as there's a verification process on the Sound Money wallet to go through that route.
Okay, clarify for us if you can in the chat, okay? So let me show you the answer to the scanning question. If you meant stack and sell, you go to my account, you go to my stack, you hit add item, scan either a coin or a note, like I scan those notes, and it says inspect graded coin. So if I have a graded coin, like let's take this earthquake one, okay? I already have that in there, and there we go. See, it turns into a white line. So I hold the barcode up to the screen and try to hold steady, and it'll pick it up. There we go. You heard it beep, and now it's spinning, and now it'll give you that same information. The current minimum price. There are 3 of these coins listed. The current lowest price is 190 and the highest is 299. The market value is 200. So that tells me about the coin. It's the same if it's already been scanned and I clicked on that coin. Let's see, I'll find it right there, and I hit the same market, I get the same exact result. So you can do it one of 2 ways and see that. But if you want to enter one into your system, you hit add item, scan graded coin, and now I'll use the same coin, but I already have it in the system, so it'll tell me that. Well, anyway, that's how you do it. There it goes. All right. Now I hit save and exit, but it's going to say you've already recorded this item. So it already knows I have that particular coin on the barcode. So I'm just going to go ahead but that's how you do it, folks. That's hopefully the answer to that question. As far as buying precious metals, you go into the best ways if you want it to be held in the vault. You go to Sound Money Wallet. Here, let me click on it. And it'll show you the price of the Eagles. Right now, a silver eagle to buy one is $37 and a penny per ounce, and so you can pay for it with cash in your balance. I currently have money going to my bank account in and out, but right now I got about $1,200 there. So I could choose to buy like let's say I bought 10 of them. I could buy 10 ounces for $370.10. And so I would go and I would do transfer, and I would hit transfer, and then it would ask me a Google authentication code, Claire. Then I go ahead and hit transfer again, and then buy it. I transfer from my cash balance into my, say, silver, tell them how much you want, and bam, you have that much silver. So that's how you buy bullion. A second way is you can go to the products section of your back office and go to Dealer Direct. And if I want 500 Eagles, I could buy 500 Eagles for the exact same price, $37.01 times 500 comes out to $17,650. So if I want a bulk, I can buy one of those and just add it to my cart. Or you can buy rounds, or you can buy one tube of Eagles for $700. You can buy gold bars. No, you can't. Sold out. These were there this morning, but they're sold out now. They go fast, and these change every day, sometimes multiple times during the day. If you want a kilo of gold, you can buy one for $60,000 right there. And that's as low as you're going to find if you search other websites. And that is the Dealer Direct. I hope that answered the question. If not, then call Tony. Now, Claire, you also asked, how do I find the different series or info numbers? I think we covered that. If all you have to do is click on your coin, and it will give you all the info on that coin, okay, that you need. So, for example, click on the picture, and it tells you there's your serial number, what its grading is, what year it's from, what its weight is, the purity, what the mint is, how many of them are made, and so forth. Okay, so I think that answers that question. Let me go to the next one. Madeline, once you're a member, is there a limit on how much you can buy? Tony, feel free to tell Madeline, how much can you buy if you're a member?
You remember, there are no minimums and there are no maximums. That's one of the things we love. I mean, I've heard of purchases as much as 375,000, 425,000 one-time purchase. So there are no minimums and maximums. That's the value of having that membership. So.
Okay, awesome. And lastly, Mary South asks, I want all 7 pillars notes. Yeah, me too. I have one now, and am I able to order 6 on my next auto, and they'll send the rest of the set? The answer is probably, but maybe not. And let me tell you why. 5 of them were issued already, for sure. I called customer support literally yesterday and asked that same question. When are the other 2 coming? Because I have an autosaver. She said the other 2 should be available by the end of this month, meaning next week or this week, whatever. And no, it'd be next week. And as a result, she assured me that if I had ordered 2 more on my next one, I should get both of the 2 that I don't have. I have 5 currently. I started when they first came out. So if you have 1 and you put in 4, you're absolutely going to get the 3 more. I mean, sorry, the 4 more that you don't have, for sure. And then the following month, you would get 1 more that you don't have, or you could change your order to 2. And then they'll send you the other 2. And then you can switch from the 7 pillars into the other. If you hit the process now, remember, it's not until you get a notice that it's been shipped that you would get a different one. So if you hit process now 5 times in a row, you might get all 5 of the same note. But if you hit process now today and they ship it tomorrow, and then the next day you go in and hit process now, then you'll get a different one, and so forth. I hope that answers the question. These are all great questions. And there's a lot of information to be had. Did you see anything else coming up?
No, I had someone asked about getting in contact, so I just instant message Colleen my number. So
perfect. Yeah, Colleen, give a call. Give Tony a call. He can answer anything. Brenda wants to know, how do you buy fractional gold or silver? I'm going to take it back to my conversation a minute ago. When you're in Sound Money wallet, you can, instead of, let's say you wanted silver and you didn't want 1 whole ounce, which would cost $37 of Eagle. What you could do is you could say, I want $3 worth of silver. Then that's, or let's call it $3.70. That's 1/10 of an ounce, is it not? And therefore, you would get 1/10 of an ounce for $3.70. If you wanted to pay $1, you'd get $1 worth of silver, whatever that fraction works out to. Okay. And that's how you do it. You just transfer the amount of money and it'll give you a calculation on how many ounces that is. If you ever wish to take possession, then you need to sell in whole ounces to take possession. But if you just want to convert back to cash, you can sell any amount that you want fractionally. So let's say you had $4,000 worth of silver and you just want to cash out at 2,000 of it. You could say, transfer 2,000 into my cash balance. Instantly, that coin is sold at the listed price and you get that value, $2,000, and it sells that appropriate amount. The Horizon IRA, is that exclusive to members? The answer is yes and no. So let me give you the both parts of it. Horizon Trust is a separate entity that is a preferred vendor of 7K, but they are not a member of 7K. So therefore, you could do any kind of business with Horizon that you wish to, irrespective of 7K. However, if you're a 7K member and you want your gold or your silver for your IRA to be bought at the lowest possible price, then you as a member make that purchase and then Horizon sends that money from your account to cover it. And then the gold and silver gets sent to Horizon. Does that make sense, y'all? Tony, how many coins are going to be in the Lincoln series?
The Lincoln series will be the same as the George Washington and the Benjamin Franklin. They'll do 6 of the ½ ounce, and there'll be 5,000 each. So that's 30,000 coins. And then they'll have so many of the 1 ounce, so many of the 2 ounce, and then so many of the 5 ounce. So it'll be a total of 9 coins if you have the complete set. But those 6 ½ ounce that'll all tell a different story. A 1 ounce, a 2 ounce, and a 5 ounce.
Yeah, and all of the ½ ounces will be 119. All
That's
of
correct.
the 1 ounces will be higher because there'll be less of them. All of the 2 ounces are going to be less of them and therefore a higher price. And a 5 ounce will be the big daddy. Brenda's on this call and she is a member of 7K and she's had a couple bits of really, really good luck. She bought a Texas state animal, was the very first one she got on her autosaver as a member. And if you don't know what autosaver is, when you go to that link that Stephen put in earlier, and y'all should go look at that link again, the Linktree link /7K promo, it will tell you about these meetings, about how to enroll, about everything. But I lost my train of thought while I was just talking. So what else was I saying? Brenda, luck. She got the Texas state animal on her autosaver for $139, and it's selling for like $300 right now. And that's a pretty good return on investment. She also threw an exclusive drop of the George Washington coin, which is very limited, and less than 2,000 of them, I'm sure. And that coin has more than doubled already, and it's worth $1,500 or something like that. So that's pretty good. Stack and Sell, Colleen, comes if you are buying a premium membership in Stack and Sell unrelated to 7K, it's $199 a year. If you're a member of 7K, a premium member of 7K, you get the premium edition of Stack and Sell is paid for you from your member fee. Therefore, no extra cost. Okay? So you are a 7K member, so you just log on. If you want help with that, I know you have Tony's, he'll walk you through. So give him a call, feel free. Okay? For anybody who is maybe not a member yet, and if you have a question about what membership involves, what you get, again, there's 2 ways to go. We're a little over schedule now, so we should probably be thinking about ending pretty soon. But you can get hold of us via that link in the chat. So go to the chat and scroll backwards to where he put that in.
All right, guys. Well, again, appreciate everyone. And again, you want to get back, if you're not a member yet, click on that link. And 8:30 Eastern tonight, we'll be doing myself and Scott will be doing like a 40-minute overview of the company and covering the benefits of the membership, and for those that want to earn some part-time, maybe full-time, or even life-changing income, we will be covering that part of it as well and let you know what your income potential is. So that being said, look forward to seeing you guys next week. Same time, same channel. Everyone have a great evening. See you guys on tonight.